Have you been working with a sewing pattern that calls for lining and the lining is feeling complicated? Well, today I'm going to help you simplify that process with the burrito method. So I hope you're hungry for some lining. Sure, you've heard of the burrito method or even seen a video or two. Well, today we are going to make sure you understand this method. And we're going to make sure you do by going over this method in two different situations, step by step with very detailed instructions. You might be wondering, why is it called the burrito method? And that's because we're rolling up the fabric inside of the project to get those seams together. So everything comes together in a little burrito. It's magical, just like a burrito. I love a good veggie burrito. You might be wondering, why do you want to use the burrito method? Well, with this method, you're able to lay the self and the lining together flat. So everything's not bunching up and you're sewing around in a circle. Everything's flat and you're sewing the circle together. Real quick, before we get started, if you'd like to know even more about sewing, make sure you check out my online and in-person classes. And I even have an online sewing club. There's links down below for everything. Now let's get back to this burrito. For our first demo, I'm going to be sewing the gusset into a pair of panties. This is the easiest thing I can think of for showing the burrito method. But you're going to want to watch to the end because after this, I'm going to use the burrito method on something more complicated. And if you watch both of these demonstrations, I think you're really going to understand this burrito method and you're going to be able to apply it to your own projects. So let's start on our panties. So here I have a basic panty pattern and everything is wrong side face up. That's why I put X's on all of it. We got the front of the panty, the back of the panty, and we've got our lining here, a little gusset that we're going to sew in. So the piece that I have to put in with the burrito method is the gusset here. And sometimes you might have a seam up here as well on your panties, but this one doesn't. So what we need to do is sew this gusset, the little lining piece, into the inside of the panties. So this piece of lining needs to go right here. Now, if we took all three raw edges and we just sewed them together, which you could do, but you're gonna have this bulky seam here rubbing against you, which we don't want. And also, you're going to have a raw edge over here that you're just sewing down. So how do we get this little gusset to have a clean edge on both sides and have a seam? Well, you probably guessed it, we are going to use the burrito method. So the first thing we want to do is sew the seam up here at the top of the gusset on the front panel. I'm going to put a little mark right here where the edge of my lining goes to. And I'm going to pull this back. My seam allowance is 1/4 inch, so I'm going to mark down 1/4 inch from each one. And now what I'm going to do is flip this back and I'm going to line up the raw edge of my fabric with that 1/4 inch mark. And now I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch seam right here. In general, step one of something that you're adding a lining to that you're going to be doing a burrito method with is going to have a flat seam first. So real easy, nothing looks complicated. So you do that first and then we get into rolling up the burrito. So I'm sewing this seam down, the 1/4 inch seam allowance. So we can see I have that gusset lining sewn down right here. And then when we flip it back, you can see how nice and smooth that looks. We have a nice seam there. So now we need to sew all three of these pieces together in this one seam. And we want it to look nice and clean like this seam here. So there's no raw edges or seam allowances rubbing on us. So here's where the burrito method comes in. First, you want to line up your two outside self pieces like normal, so right sides together. I'm just going to put a pin in these for now. You could go ahead and sew these two layers together first as well. Now what we want to do is roll up the entire panty on both sides into this little area here, so that way we can get a clean seam here. So we want to sew all three edges together, but not like that, because again, that just gives us this really bulky seam on the inside. Ideally, we want this to have a clean edge. So now it's time to roll it up so we can get that nice clean seam on the other side. And to make it easy, you literally can roll it up. I'm going to roll up both sides here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take both of those rolls and we're going to tuck them under the little gusset area. And now when I fold this out, what we're going to do is take this edge and we're going to go under the roll and come out over here on the other side. So I'm going to lift this up, get the other side under it, And now we are going to sew together right here. And then this is going to give us that beautiful clean edge. And you can see everything is rolled up in between these two gusset layers here. So generally, when you're using a burrito method, what we're doing is we're rolling up the extra fabric that could get in the way when you're sewing the lining, and then putting it in between the two layers that we need to sew together. Now, the key to making this work is you always need an opening to be able to flip it out. And for us here, it's the sides of the gusset. Now, in the off chance that you're working with some beautiful, complicated garment and you don't have an opening there to flip it, you're gonna have to make sure you leave one somewhere. Could be in the underarm, a side seam, somewhere. You've got to be able to flip it out after you create the seam. In this simple case, we have the gusset sides. So you can see I have all three layers here. I have that dark purple, I have the light pink of the gusset, and then the other side of the panty here. So this is it. Here it is. We have our burrito sewn up. Let's take a look at the seam and then flip it right side out to see what we created. So you can see we have the three layers here, the two pink and the one purple. Now what we're going to do is flip it right side out. So like I was saying, we're going to pull it out of that opening. So you can see we have that beautiful seam here on the inside, no seam allowance showing. And then same on the other side, we have a beautiful clean seam here. And we have the other side of the gusset sewn down up there. And you can see where our seam allowance is hiding right in here. And both of those nice clean seams on the gusset are thank you to the burrito method. Now that you have the basics of the burrito method down, let's do it to something a little more complicated, a bodice with a lining. And we're going to be using woven fabric for this demo so that way you know it's not just for knit fabrics. So I'm using a very simple bodice pattern for this demo, and I've already sewed together the shoulder seams on both the lining and the self. So like the gusset on the panties, there was like a really flat, simple seam that we sewed first. And on the bodice, this is going to be the neckline. So we're gonna line these up right sides together. We're gonna make sure we're lining up our shoulder seams. And then we're gonna sew all the way around the neckline. And the seam allowance on my pattern is going to be 1/4 of an inch. It could be different on yours. Now I'm ready to sew together my neckline. So in the process of the neck, you are just sewing all the way around, nothing super fancy. Just make sure you're following your seam allowance. You get back to where you started, make sure you back stitch. Let's take a look. So I have these two layers here sewn together. So we're going to have a nice clean neckline. Now you could have a collar sewn in here. You could add some lace trim. You could have something else sandwiched in there, some sort of detail on your neckline. But this one is just a plain old neckline. Now that we have these two layers sewn together, before we flip it, we want to make sure we clip our curve just so that way it flips out nice and smooth and you don't end up with any puckers. And we're doing this because it's a woven fabric and not a stretch fabric. Now that it's clipped, I can take the lining and I can put it to the inside or the self fabric. So now we're going to have a nice clean looking neckline. And you're gonna notice it's gonna be a little puffy. That's because we need to iron it. And the lining layer is not going to magically stay to the inside unless we understitch it. So we need to understitch the seam allowance to the lining around the neck. So the understitch isn't necessarily a part of the burrito method, but it is a part of attaching a lining to something to make sure the lining stays to the inside of the garment. And I wanted to include this just so you can have a really nice professionally finished garment. So I'm gonna go understitch this down and then we're gonna get on to making burritos. That's right, 2 of them. So you can see that the understitch is holding the lining down to the inside. Now it's burrito time. So relating this back to the simple gusset, this edge here would be that first seam we sewed down on the gusset. And this side here is the other end that had the 3 layers. But on the bodice, we just have 2 layers. So to finish both sides of the shirt, we need to create the burrito method over here on this side. and then we're gonna undo it and create the burrito method over here on this side. Let me show you how this works. So like the gusset, I'm going to start rolling this up. So we're gonna roll up the entire garment right into the seam right here, into this little shoulder seam. And now what we wanna do is sew these two layers together, right sides together. So I'm gonna hold the lining layer, I'm gonna take the yellow layer and flip it around on top. So that way I can have the right side of the bodice with the right side of the lining. Now those are my shoulder seams that need to match up. So I'm gonna put a pin there. And now I'm just gonna continue and take the rest of the armhole and pull it over. So that way I can have the right sides together. And then you'll notice that the entire bodice is rolled up into a burrito in this little shoulder area. So now I'm going to pin this up so it doesn't move around on me while I'm sewing. We're just going to be sewing from underarm seam to underarm seam from front to back. So here's our armhole on the self side. Let's flip it over to the lining side so you can see. Looks exactly the same. Everything is rolled up and burritoed into here. So we're only sewing up the armhole. We are not sewing the side seams together. And we're not sewing the side seams together because this side seam here needs to get sewn to this side seam way over here. So I'm sewing together the curve that I just pinned together. Now, when you're doing this, you need to make sure that your bodice inside isn't going to get caught in the seam. So make sure it's rolled away from the edge that you're sewing. Back stitch at the end. Let's take a look at it. So now we have the burrito all sewn together. And before we flip it, you guessed it, we gotta clip it. So we are going to clip into these curves. So now we are going to put our hand into where the shoulder is and we are going to pull it back and pull it out. And you're going to notice that the other side of the shirt is going to pop out of that shoulder. And now you are going to have a nice, clean, finished edge there. And now what you need to do is give it a good press, and you can also understitch this edge, and you're probably only going to be able to understitch halfway up the armhole because it's going to get pretty small and narrow in here. Now we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Let's do it real fast because I'm sure you've got these steps down by now. So now we're gonna roll the bodice to the other side. We're gonna get everything to lay right into the shoulder area. We are going to take the bodice and we are going to flip it right sides together here in the shoulder, making sure we're lining up everything and keeping everything out of that seam. Now it's all pinned up and I'm going to sew it together. Back stitch at the end. Now we're going to clip and flip. And now we have both of those armholes beautifully finished. So I ironed the armholes here so everything's nice and smooth and laying flat. You can see how nice the lining looks on the back and our self on the front. And again, you can understitch the lining. So we are done with all of our burritos. How exciting. But if you are working on some sort of bodice or dress or top, I'm gonna go over how to sew the lining and the self here together so that way you get that nice clean seam on the inside. But there's so many different types of garments out there, so you might not have this style on yours, but now you know how to create burritos. Now that we're done with that awesome burrito method, I'm gonna sew up the side seams so that way you can see the garment finished. And to do that, I'm going to place the lining layers right sides together. I'm going to open up the self layer away from the lining layer, and we're going to pin everything together here, right sides together. And I'm doing it this way so that way we don't end up with a bulky seam allowance towards us on the inside of the garment. Everything's going to be hidden on the inside. So we're gonna sew from end to end. So I'm gonna just sew up this whole seam at the same time. And this here is our underarm seam. So this is the waist, the underarm, and the waist. Now I'm gonna do that exact same thing to the other side. Now our side seams are finished and our bodice is looking beautiful thanks to the burrito method. So our bodice is complete. Everything is laying nice and flat and smooth. Our lining's laying flat. Nothing got pulled or twisted while we were sewing thanks to the burrito method. So if we weren't using the burrito method, your other method for sewing this up is sewing up the side seam on the lining, sewing up the side seam on the self. We start at the underarm side seam here, and then we start sewing these layers together, and you work your way around the armhole curve until you get up to the top of the shoulder. And generally you're not gonna be able to pull the rest of the garment out of the shoulder. So you're gonna stop at the top of the shoulder, you're gonna back stitch, and then we're gonna come all the way back over here to the underarm seam, and we're gonna work our way up the other side of the armhole, back stitching at the underarm, and just keeping these layers lined up and keep pulling out the layers, twisting them around in the circle until you get up to the shoulder. And you can see how it's a little complicated to get into this little shoulder area and start pulling the whole garment out. If you've got narrow shoulders, this can be even harder. And then you would come up to the shoulder seam, back stitch, and then your armhole would be sewn together with the lining. So you can see that the burrito method is so much easier. Now that we've went over the burrito method a few different ways, I hope that you will use this method when sewing your garments. Thanks for watching Sew Anastasia today. I hope you had fun learning more about the burrito method. I hope it's even easier for you to understand now, so you can apply it to your projects. If you enjoyed the video today, make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when all the new tutorials come out. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for watching today. These videos are for you guys. So let me know what other tutorials you would like to see this upcoming year. Leave those down below in the comments. And let me know where you like to use the burrito method or where you're going to try it out on your next garment down below in the comments. And if you want to learn more about sewing, make sure you check out the online and in-person classes and the online sewing club. And if you want to know what's going on in the studio right now, make sure you check out my Instagram stories. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye!